So first of all, what is Frontline? It's a programme of work which gathers experience at local level about threats, impacts, actions about those threats and barriers to taking action. And it's used at local level to support action to strengthen resilience. It's used at national level to inform strategic implementation of policies to strengthen resilience, and it's used at global level to establish baselines and to perform monitoring of international frameworks concerned with resilience. The roots of Frontline are in the Views from the Frontline programme, which we've been conducting now for 6 years. During that time, we've gathered information from local people relating in particular to the Hyogo framework for action on disaster reduction, and over 400 civil society organisations, members of the network, have been involved. During that time, we've gathered over 85,000 responses from people, and the information and knowledge gained from that process has been invaluable, not only in reflecting on the progress of the international framework, but in increasing our understanding of the factors that affect people's resilience and in stimulating dialogue and collaboration at local level to strengthen resilience. What we've seen as we've done this is that by basing the study on an external framework, on indicators and on questions based on those indicators, we're bringing in an outside view of people's experience. And in some ways this means that it doesn't connect strongly with what they want to say. The questions that are asked may not be relevant to them, they may not have access to the information to answer them. And so some of the data is not particularly informative, while overall messages that we've gained from this work have been very clear. And these have shown that a large majority of people's losses at local level are from the small-scale recurrent everyday disasters that continually affect them. This isn't to say that large-scale disasters don't have a huge impact too, but it's those everyday disasters which are knocking back people's lives regularly. Also, we've seen the poorer you are, the worse it gets. Overall performance at a national level may be modest or encouraging, but this tends to disguise the fact that for various economic sectors of the population, things are getting substantially worse rather than better, according to our data. So we decided to completely redesign the programme, which we now call Frontline, to make it more strongly able to discover people's own experiences and realities. That means that it's all based around a simple conversation which gets people to talk about the particular threats that they face, to say which of those are the greatest priority to address, what local options there are for action, what barriers there are to action. All of this is explained in more detail in a separate video. The programme as a whole is designed to hit these three levels that I mentioned before: local level, national level and global level. And we've already conducted a substantial pilot in South America, and we're continuing to do further pilot work to refine the methodology and look at the results that we're getting. Already we can see the results are extremely illuminating in showing what kind of things are typically impacting people, what capacities there are for local action, and what barriers, or what we call underlying causes, constrain their progress. Going forward, we plan to do further piloting work, which is just commencing in Central America, and to draw all of this together into reports and presentations to show how Frontline works and what results it delivers, which we'll present in March 2015, the time of the World Conference on DRR in Japan. We then plan to mobilise the whole programme at global level in September. If you'd like to know more or you'd like to get involved, you can find out more at the web address on the screen.